Unai Emery is cooking up something at Aston Villa. And today we're going to be taking over Villa using their 2023-24 transfers at the time of recording to see if we can take them from their current position to European champions. Here is the default starting 11 we do have here at Aston Villa. We've added Pau Torres, we've added Yuri Tielemans, and we've added Moussa Diaby. Fair play, Villa. Those are some sick signings. But for this opening season, I only want to go for players that they are currently linked with. And from thereafter, it's up to me to go for whoever we want to go for. It doesn't have to be realistic. But when I found out Aston Villa were rumored with a move for Ferran Torres, my jaw almost hit the floor. I want to bring him across from Barcelona, but I also want to keep some money in the back pocket. Come on, Xavi. Accept 53.4. They want a lot. This is as high as I'm willing to go at this moment, which they accept. Let's get Ferran Torres to Villa Park. We've done it, lads. Our first signing as Aston Villa manager this season is for Ferran Torres. What a pickup. Villa could low-key find themselves in the hunt for Champions League footy in real life this year. Or at least the Europa League. I mean, the top 4 race is pretty strong in England. We have got right midfielders coming out of our ears. We've got so many right midfielders, which is why we're going to sell Emiliano Buendia and also Bertrand Traore. He's off to Augsburg for £8.2 million. And we're going to use that money to round out a superb transfer window here. Another Barcelona player, Frank Yannick Kessie, joining us. Obviously, we didn't have a crazy amount to do given how well Emery started the transfer window, but I'm very happy with the few additions we have made to this side, and I truly believe that we should be pushing for top 4 this season. At least that is my personal goal. Whether it comes off or not, who knows? 8 isn't ideal, but the points are there. We've got a game in hand over Arsenal, over Man City, over West Ham, and we're only 6 points away from the top 4. We need to lock in for the second half of the season here and get ourselves into European football. I'll take Europa League, but Champions League would be incredible. But this is proven to us this is not going to be a walk in the park. We haven't even qualified for Conference League next season. A disappointing second half of the season, and we finished 9th with Aston Villa. Champions League football isn't given, it's earned. And yeah, we definitely haven't earned it. The Premier League champions this season, though, are going to be Liverpool, and the teams getting relegated are going to be Burnley, Brentford, and Luton Town. Luton Town with just 1 win all season. Manchester City did win the FA Cup. We actually made it to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, where we got destroyed by Man City, though. Man City have done the double, winning the Carabao Cup as well. They've done the treble. Just like real life, they've won the Champions League. The Europa League goes to Inter Milan, so they've had their revenge after not getting European football last season, or rather a European trophy. And Villarreal stopped West Ham from winning the Europa Conference League. A big first season, though, for Ferran Torres, who gets himself 19 goals. Leon Bailey with an unbelievable season as well, 16 goals, 15 now. Some of our players are killing it. It's not big news, but we are going to be letting the contract of Sinisalo expire. We need to be 1,000 times better, though, next season. Let's go crack on and put our own spin on things here at Villa Park. Whilst Ollie Watkins is killing it in real life, sometimes you have to make moves that work better on FIFA than real life, which is why we're going to upgrade at the striker position. He's a former Aston Villa. He was a promotion hero when he was here on loan. It is going to be Tammy Abraham, who is coming back to the Premier League and coming back to Villa Park. We're going to sign the Englishman for £57.7 million. A boatload of loans coming our way, though. Cameron Archer is off to Ajax for the season. John Duran is heading back to the MLS on loan at LAFC. And in a significant piece of transfer news, we are saying goodbye to Philippe Coutinho, who is heading to Chelsea for £14.6 million. And we're back to the loans straight away. Aaron Ramsey off to the Bundesliga. And his brother Jacob is off to Fiorentina. Hopefully he can come back a superstar. Another player loaned out here, keeping up with the Basque transfer policy at Bilbao. Surprisingly, we had like 1 million transfer offers here for Keenan Davis, but ultimately he's heading to Serie A. And we've got another player heading to Italy permanently. That is going to be Tyrone Mings. Someone I do not want to sell, though, is Ollie Watkins. If he's happy not playing as much, which he probably wouldn't be in real life, but I want to keep him here. He is a valuable backup rotational striker at the moment. I was debating whether I make this transfer for a hot minute, but ultimately we have decided to sell Diego Carlos to Real Madrid. I think it's time for us to go in for a big upgrade at the centre-back spot, and we needed the Diego Carlos money to make that happen. This man has been rumoured with a move to just about every European team in the world right now, or in Europe right now, and we're going to bring him to Villa Park. This is a very Villa-esque transfer. As of late, they always seem to sign the best young players. Josko Vardial, welcome to Villa Park. Let's go. But it's time to say goodbye to another player. He's returned from loan, and we're sending Morgan Sanson off on a permanent transfer to Borussia Mönchengladbach. What a team we are putting together here at Villa Park, ladies and gentlemen. We have to get ourselves into European football. Last year, it was something that would have been a nicety. This year, it's a necessity. We need the lads to step up and get it done. And speaking of getting things done, lads, we are so close on the final push towards 500,000 subscribers. So if you aren't subscribed and you are enjoying this video, make sure you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below and help us reach a childhood dream. That's what we want. That is what we want. Second in the Premier League right now. All I wanted was Champions League or Europa League, but if we could win a Premier League title in the process, I'd be pretty cool with that. I'd be okay with that. But there is just so much competition. We lose 2 games and we could find ourselves down in 7. So we need to stay locked in here for the second half of the season. We are going to make a signing here though in the January transfer window, needing some backup and some squad depth at the right back position in case anything happens to Matty Cash, which is why we are bringing across the English right back, Kyle Walker-Peters. We had a little bit of a fall off here in the second half of the season. Only 6 losses, but we have finished 4th, which means barring anything, we have made Champions League football for season number 3. Liverpool have won another Premier League title, and the relegated sides are going to be Watford, Leicester, and Middlesbrough, all 3 of the promoted teams. We're getting closer. Oh, we're getting closer, lads. We lost in the semi-final FA Cup to Man City last year. This year, we lose to them in the final. That's what I call character development. Man City are just a beast when it comes to these domestic trophies. Real Madrid have won the Champions League. Man United winning the Europa League. Where did they finish in the Prem? Oh, does that mean we have to go through the playoffs now for the Champions League? We'll find out. And in the Conference League, it is PSV winning. Ferran Torres, he is that guy. 24 goals this year. Kessie got 21 goals as a defensive midfielder. What is going on here at Villa Park? We are going to be saying goodbye, though, to Finn Azaz. We're not playing a formation with an attacking midfielder, and we can go out and get somebody else a little bit better. So we're going to let him walk and find a new club. Around here, we only sign French left backs, which is why we're going to sign Theo Hernandez. I don't know what that move there was, but we're signing a French left back. It's Theo Hernandez, and honestly, he is one of the best left backs in the world at this point. 89 rated and an Aston Villa player. We've brought him across from AC Milan for £105 million. Another year, another loan move for John Duran. And we're also going to send Caleb off on another loan. Our first player departure of the season, though, comes in the form of Alex Moreno, who is off to Frankfurt. How does he still have that something special tag? And we're going to be selling Den Donker here. He's in the final year of his contract. We may as well give him some game time somewhere else. So we go and get ourselves £6.5 million courtesy of Nice. I guess you could say that's pretty nice. No, you can't, Jared. That was a shit joke. Never make a joke again. We are going to make the signing of Melier here. Now, this signing, in my opinion, serves 2 purposes. Number 1, the short term. We're in the Champions League this year. We need a backup goalkeeper in case anything happens to Emi Martinez. And number 2, long term. Martinez, whilst he's a goalkeeper, he's still no spring chicken. So this is kind of a succession plan if this rebuild takes longer than I expect. Melier is the eventual replacement for Emi Martinez, but I'm hoping it never gets to that point. On paper, our squad is absolutely unbelievable. We could be in a potential Champions League title race, but we're gonna have to step up and do something we haven't done yet in this video, and that is actually play European football. I don't know what to expect from this season, but I'm bloody excited to find out. Speaking of the Champions League, here's our group. We're in Group H. We didn't have to go through the playoffs. We've got Borussia Dortmund, Atalanta, and Royal Antwerp. This is not an easy group. We've got the champions of Belgium, second place in the Bundesliga, and one of Italy's top teams. Let's lock in focus up and see if we can get ourselves through to the knockout rounds for the first time today. Yes, lads. Yes, lads. Yes, lads. That is better than I expected. I'm not going to lie. Not a single loss, just one draw, and comfortably through to the Champions League round of 16. That is better than we could have hoped for. Round of 16, though, delivers a massive challenge as we verse last year's runners-up in RB Leipzig. That's really going to show us whether we're pretenders or contenders. A top 4 finish in the Premier League now, though, is non-negotiable. We can't be going down to the Europa League or the Conference League or not even European football at all. We need Champions League every year. And honestly, I think we should be pushing for the Premier League title. But here we go, lads, getting straight into it, grabbing our passports and heading to Germany for the first leg here against RB Leipzig. Gonna be a real, they have got a sick team. Julian Alvarez and Saka into the side. We need to step up here and deliver a result, which we do in the first leg. Ferran Torres and Yuri Tielemans giving us a massive advantage as we head back to Birmingham. We've got the 2-0 lead, but we need to stay focused. We cannot blow this. We wouldn't be the first team to ever blow a 2-0 lead in Champions League history. Let's get it done and get ourselves through to the quarterfinals. The scoreline is a 2-1 win. Yes, lads. Pau Torres with the yellow card, hopefully not suspended, but that is a huge confidence booster. 4-1 over the last year's runners-up, RB Leipzig. And Man City got eliminated by Bayern Munich. Oh my God. Okay, here we go, lads. This is interesting. Roma, we stole their star striker in Tammy Abraham from them. Let's see if they're going to use that as motivation or whether that gave us a huge advantage here in the Champions League quarterfinals. First leg is away in Rome off to the Stadio Olimpico, taking on Roma. They've got Thuram up top there, Dybala, Erkan Kurtzu in there, Siankov, Kanate. They've bought well. Jordan Pickford in between the sticks. They've bought well, but so have we, but they're going to take the lead. Zaniolo and Siankov have given Roma the advantage. We have a lot of work to do now in this second leg at Villa Park. Damn, that was the first loss we have had all season in the Champions League. That has me nervous. We need a win. We need to bounce back in front of our home fans. Come on, Villa. Get us through to a semi-final. The scoreline is another 2-1 loss. I did not expect that. We have been eliminated in the Champions League quarterfinals to Roma. They took that Abraham sale personally. And that elusive first Premier League title evades us. We finished 4th in the Premier League for the second straight season. And Tottenham have won a Premier League. What is going on in the world? All right, who got relegated? Don't tell me somebody random or somebody huge got... Fulham got relegated. No. Look at those points, though. 4 teams with the exact same record. Everton, Bournemouth, Burnley, and Fulham each have 8 wins, 9 draws, 21 losses, and 33 points. Oh my God. Liverpool take down Middlesbrough to win the FA Cup. Unfortunately, for the 3rd straight year, we lost to Man City in the FA Cup. Leicester City won the Carabao Cup. Another tournament where we made the semi-finals and lost to Manchester City. I hate you, Man City. AC Milan did go on to win the Champions League. Bayer Leverkusen take down Lens to win the Europa League. And the Conference League goes to Newcastle in the black and white stripes derby. Ferran Torres is Mr. Reliable. For the 3rd successive season, he gets our golden boot and bags himself 24 goals. And again, Kessie, 14 goals. You are defying. You're a unicorn, Kessie. A defensive midfielder that bags 14 goals in a season. Also, can we just talk about how Martinez is still growing? That is... I applaud you, my friend. A whole heap of players that are leaving the club, though. Olsen, Courtney House, Lindley, Feeney, and O'Reilly all walking. I wanted to re-sign House, but he didn't want to, which is upsetting. But the rest of them, I'm happy to let him go. An overall disappointing season here, though. We were so close to greatness, but just fell short at every occasion. We need to step it up in season 4. I'm really happy with our starting 11 right now, but I think we could use some more upgrades in the reserves, which is going to lead to our first signing of the transfer window. It's a backup left winger here. The Danish winger, Mikael Damsgaard from Brentford is joining us. And we're also going to sign the Slovakian centre-half, David Vanko, £40 million. He can play centre-back, he can play left-back. He is a nice addition here to the reserves. But I'm actually so impressed with this team. I mean, last year I thought we could have easily won the Champions League, but we fell short in embarrassing fashion. This year, can we go those steps further? Also, I'm going to make a massive call here. Leon Bailey is going to take Diaby's place at the right wing spot. It's a +1 upgrade. And honestly, he's been killing it in this rebuild. Ferran Torres at a 92 overall is crazy, though. I'm impressed. You're looking at a very happy JarradHD. But whilst we have all the confidence in the world, we need to make sure we walk the walk instead of just talking the talk. We've got Leipzig, Ajax, and Victoria Pleasant in our Champions League group. If we could go undefeated for a second straight year, I'd be cool with that. Yes, sir, we are through. We're undefeated again in the JarradHD/Unai Emery reign at Aston Villa. We have not lost a single game in the group stages. Hopefully we can go undefeated in the knockout rounds, but it's going to be tough. It's Juventus here in the last 16. I know Unai Emery coached Arsenal, but that doesn't mean we can become the modern day version of Arsenal where we finish 4th in the Premier League every year. We are loving that position right now. We need to get away from it and go up. All right, lads, here we go. We've bowed out of the Champions League last year in Italy, and I'm hoping that's not happening again this year. It's Juve. They've signed Kevin De Bruyne, Declan Rice, Rodrigo De Paul. They have signed a good team, man. Aston Villa, fuck. We're going to have to put in a massive performance now in the second leg. Declan Rice with the red card, though, is nice. Oh, but we're 2-0. We're 1-0 down. And to make things even worse, we're going to be without Vardial, who got suspended after that yellow card. Last year against Roma, we couldn't come back and overturn the deficit. Can we change our fate here against Juventus? Hanko into the starting 11. Come on, Villa. Come on, Villa! Yes! Ferran Torres and Tammy Abraham. Yes, lads. Oh, that is such a clutch win. That is so clutch. Villa, Villa, Villa. We cannot find ourselves behind after the first leg. We've got Chelsea here in the quarterfinals, the position we got eliminated in last year. It's an all-English affair here. We need to start off strong. This was the hurdle that we fell at last year. Let's not make it a habit. Let's get ourselves through and set ourselves up with a strong first leg here against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. It is a 2-2 draw. We're going to have to go to Stamford Bridge. We were at Villa Park here. We're going to have to go to Stamford Bridge and deliver a result. And I'm praying that Kamara is not suspended for it. Okay, good. Not suspended. Here we go, lads. I'm nervous. Oh, I'm nervous. It's 2-2. We're at the bridge. Tammy Abraham against his former side. Torres is up to a 94. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Let's just rip the band-aid off. At the bridge, the scoreline is a 2-0 win. Yes. So many yellow cards, but we are through to a Champions League semi-final. This rebuild is testing me, lads. This rebuild is sending me up and down the emotional roller coaster. And despite all the yellow cards, we have got no players suspended for the semis. Nice. Something that is not so nice, though, is Ezri Konsa leaving the club on a free next year to Brentford. It's newfound territory here for us at Aston Villa in this rebuild, but we're in the semi-finals and we're taking on Inter Milan. Italy has definitely been a little bit of a nerve-wracking hunting ground for us in this rebuild. They got Christopher Nkunku in there, Jared Bowen. It's a good team, man. Nick Pope. Oh, let's just see how we go against Inter Milan at the San Siro. We come away with a 2-0 win, but Tammy Abraham, what is bro doing? Tammy Abraham got a straight red card in the 5th minute, which means Ollie Watkins is going to have to step up for us in the second leg. And there's going to be no Pau Torres either. What a piss take. I'm genuinely so happy that we have the 2-0 lead, because if this was tied up, I would be feeling a lot less confident. Now it's just do not bottle it. Don't bottle it, lads. And we get to go to a Champions League final against Inter Milan. It is a 2-1 win here in the second leg. No red cards. Watkins actually gets the opening goal. And we're going to be facing either Dortmund or Barcelona in a Champions League final with Aston Villa. Come on, lads. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is Barcelona versus Aston Villa in the Champions League final. We've stolen and bought a whole bunch of their players, but let's see if that's the difference and can get us a European title. Taking a look around the grounds, Atletico Madrid win the Europa League. Real Betis continue the Spanish dominance. I'm hoping that we can stop Barcelona from making it all 3 Spanish teams winning European silverware. We are attached to the hip to that 4th position. We've finished in 4th for the 3rd successive year. Man City wiping the floor with the Premier League. Sheffield United with a belter of a season, but the relegated sides are Southampton, Leeds, and Brighton. Man City win another FA Cup. I'm happy to report that despite going out in the 4th round of the FA Cup, we lost to Tottenham this year, not Man City. Man United win the Carabao Cup. We lost to them comfortably in the semis. I am so excited to use this team in the final, lads. Ferran Torres, what a decision. Thank you to Aston Villa, and thank you to Unai Emery for being linked with him in real life, because he has been a game changer for us, lads. 30 goals, 94 overall. This dude is a stud. Let's crack on to a Champions League final with Villa. It's a final at the London Stadium. I'm hoping, though, that they kept the bubbles away. If you know, you know. But here we go, lads. Let's win a Champions League title with Aston Villa. Oh, they've fed that one brilliantly, and we've dived early there with Emi Martinez. Darwin Nunez, savior of the Reds, has given Barcelona the lead in the final. That is not ideal. Go feed it. Tammy, is he faster? It's fallen nicely. We're going to have to hit it on the volley. What is that finish? That is pathetic, Jarrad. Feed it. Feed it out wide. Go. Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey makes it 1-1. Come on, lads. We have gone head first after conceding that goal and get ourselves a well-deserved equalizer. Overlap. Ferran, beautiful here. Theo Hernandez going to go early there. Back to Ferran, who's going there. Back out. Oh, this is great passing. Put it to Tammy. Oh, Barcelona passing us to death right now. Nope. They've passed us to death, but forced one of the saves of Emi Martinez's career. We should be behind right now. I don't like this. There's a lot of Barcelona players coming through here. Yes, what an interception. We've read that perfectly. Mara, go in here. Flick it on. Bang it! Green beam, it's hit the crossbar. Are you kidding me? Come on, lads. I don't know who's on side and who's not, so I'm just going to drive in here with Tielemans. Tielemans, back post, header! It scored! Oh my god, Ferran Torres has scored it. I had no idea what was happening there. I don't even know if that came off Ferran Torres, but I couldn't care less. We've got the lead here with only minutes remaining. Is it a goal for Torres or is it an own goal? I think it's off his shoulder. That's hilarious. They've got the keeper up here, lads. We need to get this ball away. Keeper's up. Get it away. They've got it. Yes, Martinez. Do I go for glory? No, I'm just going to hold it. I could go for glory there and try getting a goal whilst Ter Stegen's out. Now we're just going to belt that one upfield. Great ball. Blow the whistle, referee. Is he onside? He is. Abraham, square it. 3-1. Come on, lads. On the counter-attack. What a Champions League final. Oh my god. The referee, I don't even need to hold the controller. The referee blows the full-time whistle, and we have completed this Aston Villa rebuild. He's one of the heroes of the final. Some insane saves, and it is going to be Emi Martinez to lift the Champions League trophy with Aston Villa. Lads, if you enjoyed this insane rebuild, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to watch another video.